Good morning, buddy.
Good morning.
How are you doing this fine day?
I'm good. I got my coffee
Hmm.
and nothing else. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, we were out of coffee this morning, so I had to pull on my sweatpants too early and trudge on down to the coffee shop.
I hate when I have to wear pants too early.
2 coffees, please, I said groggily through groggy eyes. Because I had had my coffee, I couldn't do human interactions well. People who work at a coffee shop have already had gallons and gallons and gallons of coffee by the time you talk to them, so the levels are never matched.
Yeah. Can I please have some coffee and please hurry so I can take off my pants again?
Yeah, I'm going to start removing them here in the store if you're not quick enough.
It's paradoxical. I can't wear pants until I've had my coffee, and yet I need pants to go get my coffee, so please give me my coffee.
That's what that movie Catch-22 is about, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it is. It is.
It's about a person who can't get coffee, can't put on pants, so they start an army and do war.
They're just stuck there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They start a war against Starbucks. They get all their friends together. They burn down all the Starbuckses and take all the coffee for themselves.
Yeah, and burn all their pants, too.
Yeah, they do burn all the pants and decree no more pants ever until wintertime, and then they're like, okay, maybe pants. It is cold.
Oh, now my genitals are chilly.
Pants okay if snow.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things. It's like pants shouldn't be a social requirement, but they should be available to people who do have chilly nuts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hate when I have chili nuts.
Yeah, those chili nuts are a real bad scene. And one of the best ways to address them are put pants on.
It sounds like a dish you would get at like a reimagining of a barbecue restaurant. Oh yes, we do food a little differently here. Have you tried our chili nuts?
Yeah, I'll take a piece of the brisket and a side of macaroni and cheese and a big steaming handful of chili nuts, if you don't mind. I like to let them warm up in my hand. Oh man, hey, do you want to do a podcast?
Yeah, let's do one.
All right, terrific. Welcome to Movie and Provy.
Hello.
Hi, this is your first and foremost film repair podcast. I'm your licensed and board-certified film repair technician, Film Stromsmill.
What the fuck was that? You say film
name for the
stress
podcast.
film?
No, I'm just saying my name for the podcast, Film Stromsmill.
And I'm your executive film form journalist.
Excuse me?
I'm your executive film form journalist.
You said your name weird.
I did.
No one's going to know who you are.
Can't imagine why.
How are they going to Google you? They don't know how to type that in.
I'm not on the Google.
Yeah, you're ungoogleable.
I texted the Google yesterday and I was like, get me off. Get me off it.
Do not call list. Put me on that do not Google list, please.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to only be able to ask Jeeves about me.
Yeah, or Bing me.
Yeah, just Bing me real quick.
I'm all over the Bing.
Yeah.
I'm actually changing my name to Bing, so I'll be really all over the Bing.
Oh, like your favorite singer, Bing Crosby.
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Terrific. Hey, we both seem a little bit out of it this morning, a little slap happy. Maybe we should warm up on some trailers.
Take a big old bite of them Apple trailers.
Yeah, let's warm these. The metaphor here is the chili nuts are the podcast, and the trailers are our hands, and we'll just warm things up a little bit on some trailers.
Wow, right off the bat, I see a movie called Zoo.
Hold on, sorry, I gotta navigate away from bulbapedia.net/wiki. So sorry, what are you looking at here? What do you got? What do you think is a good trailer? Maybe the zoo one.
Zoo, yeah, the zoo one.
Just called it Zoo, huh?
Yeah, just zoo.
Not We Bought a Zoo. Not
Zootopia.
right.
Not Zookeeper.
Just Zoo.
Just zoo.
And we made a movie. We called it Mall. Take place in a mall. Mall stuff happens there. It's the Mall movie. Oop, this is playing now.
So they got to steal the elephant from the zoo because people are gonna kill it because
of war reasons. The elephant knows too much, and they can't allow the elephant's brain because James, what's the one thing that's true about an elephant?
An elephant never forgets.
They never forget. The elephant overheard too many Allied secrets and codes, and once the Nazis get their hands on them, boy howdy, they'll make them talk. So everyone has to address the elephant in the room, which is we have to kill this elephant. Hitler's got those pachyderm talkers. They know how to get a secret out of an elephant. Give it a peanut. You give an elephant a nice toasty handful of chili nuts, and they'll tell you whatever you want to hear.
Oh, and then the elephant does also breathe fire after that. So the first half of this movie kind of reminded me of that movie War Horse. In that it was about a boy.
Really unimaginatively titled film.
Yeah, in that it was about a boy who had like a pet animal, and he and the pet helped him bond with his dad, and then his dad did go off to war, and he had to protect the animal from the war.
Yeah.
So hey, how about War Elephant?
Ooh, like Hannibal invading Rome?
Yes. And it's about the first time when Hannibal was like, I'm going to use some elephants. And this is the first elephant going through boot camp and war training.
So it's less that the humans are utilizing elephants as slaves to carry their stuff and people, but more that the humans and the elephants are working together side by side. The elephants are sort of like a scrappy band of mercenaries inside of Hannibal's army, and you've got a young recruit of the elephant, going through the training and going out and learning and getting into the war.
Yeah. Yep.
Hold on one second. Sorry, I just realized my closet was open over there, eating up sound. Stay closed.
Hey, Phil, don't you want to see all my blankets and coats?
What about all the outfits you could try on today? Not right now, closet. I'm doing other stuff.
Okay.
I got some guitars in here getting real dusty. I know. I'll play them soon. Leave me alone. I haven't busted out this tent in a while. You gonna go camping this summer? Leave me alone, closet. You're embarrassing me in front of my podcast. Put things in you because I don't want to think about them.
Then I shut your doors, and then they're gone. They're gone from my brain.
Yeah, I don't got good object permanence. Yeah, so it's Hannibal and his elephants, and they invade Rome. And then, I think maybe some of the elephants, I think it needs to be a real hard, gritty, realistic war movie. And some of the elephants are, they're taking the spoils of war. They're burning down people's houses and stomping women and children in the streets. And our young pachyderm's like, no, that's wrong. That's not what we got trained to do. What horrors of war are these?
Also, how about a movie where there's a human zoo and there's animals as main characters?
And then what happens?
One of the humans gets loose and everybody's like, oh no, dangerous human. He's going to make guns and shoot all of us. And some of the animals are like, no. He's a nice one. We just got to get him back to his zoo home.
Yeah, it's just kind of doing Planet of the Apes then at that point.
Yeah, but just the animals and also the humans don't talk.
Okay, so there's no Charlton Heston. It's the first Planet of the Apes movie, but if Charlton Heston had not arrived.
Yeah. Yep.
Just doing their thing. The animals all talk and wear clothes. Got a bunch of nude humans scrambling around cages. Swinging on rope swings, sitting on hay, throwing doo-doos around.
Yeah. Or maybe the humans can talk and all the animals just act like they can't understand them.
Yeah, just like we do with animals.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I'd really like to go back to my cage. I had some really good food there. Oh, are you lost, little fella? Yeah, if you could just point me to where my cage is, I would happily go back in it. Oh, we got to get you back to your cage, huh?
Correct. That is correct.
Yes, I did just say that. If you could just please help me out. Oh, come on, little buddy. We'll get you home.
Yeah, and I think the human's name is also the name of the movie, and it's just kind of like Zoo, except it's just Drew.
Yep. We found a Drew.
Yeah, we bought a Drew.
Yep.
Oh, fucking stupid. What about Benched? Looks real stupid.
Ooh, it sure does.
I don't know if we've done a sports movie before, have we?
We may have. Oh boy.
Let's check it out.
Photoshopped on their heads.
Yeah, we didn't have hat budget. So if sports are good, musicals are bad is the lesson there. Musicals are for losers and idiots.
What they ended the trailer on?
Yeah. That is, and also the kids aren't. There's no kids in this movie. It's just
the dads.
Yeah. And Garret Dillahunt. It's just those two.
Played completely straight.
Yeah, straight is an operative word there because I think a pretty easy fix for this one, James.
Make the dads gay.
They fall in love though.
Oh, one dad, he's all serious about the baseballs, and the other dad, he's just trying to help his son have fun. But eventually they put aside their differences and they smooch.
Yeah, I think their sons parent trap them too. I think their two sons are like, look, my name's Jimmy and I'm good at baseball, and your name's Daryl and you got big glasses and you suck. But I think that both of our dads are single and unhappy, and we can see past our differences, and we can see the sparks in their eyes, and let's parent trap them. The whole team gets together and sets up an elaborate series of, I don't know what happens in Parent Trap, but they trap them, and then they make them fall in love.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
What happens in Parent Trap? How do they trap them? Do they use like a stick underneath a big box?
Yeah, they have a big box with Steely Dan's greatest hits underneath it to lure those dads in, and they just trap them under the box until they're kissing.
That's a dad trap.
And they lift up the box, and Ricky Don't Lose My Numbers playing, and them dads is just smooching.
Yeah, just getting,
You don't gotta call nobody else.
First class ticket to Tonguetown, party at 2.
Name our dads.
Yeah, I think it's just called Dad's Trap.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And then you could have this absurdly, totally straight tone that this movie is for some reason going for with this very basic story, because it would just be a nice, heartwarming tale of dad love.
I think once the kids start focusing on dad trapping, the baseball really gets sidelined. Right. I don't really care about the baseball being part of the story at all. I'd just rather focus on the smooching. And maybe the lesson everybody learns is that we don't care about baseball, then we can all be in the musical.
But it is a musical about baseball.
Yeah, it's a musical we wrote about baseball love.
Because John C. McGinley's like, I don't know. I have a hard time relating to this musical theater stuff. And then they're like, but you haven't even heard the name of our musical yet. It's baseball. It's a baseball one this time. And he's like, oh, good. I have so many feels about baseball in my soul that can only be expressed through song and dance.
James, do you want to do another take where you come up with a funny name for the baseball musical? We can just cut that one out and we can do a fresh take, and this time you have a funny title for the musical about baseball.
Oh no, Dad, it's okay. You haven't heard the name of the musical yet. It's Sliding into Third.
Now what? Okay, walk me through that joke. What's funny about that one?
It's a baseball term.
Uh-huh. So it's funny in that it references baseball.
Yes.
Not okay. Can I give it a shot?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Dad, you're gonna really love the musical when you hear what this one called. It's Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bats. See what I did there?
Okay. So then they're all just dancing baseball bats.
Yeah, with different silly names.
I'm Louisville Slugger, and I swing for the fences.
What's that there? Oh, it's me. I'm made out of aluminum. Hee hee hee.
I'm the dastardly bat. I've got some cork in the middle of me. Ba-doop doop.
Look out. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
I totally missed an opportunity to name one of them Rum Tum Slugger.
Oh, man, that's a good one. That's real good.
Yep.
Mr. Baseball Mitt Sistopheles. Have we ever made a musical?
I don't think we have.
Well, we have now, and it's called Bats. And it's about two dads getting dad trapped, but in a baseball way.
Yep.
Do you feel sufficiently warmed up to approach a full-length feature film?
Oof. Under ordinary circumstances, Phil, yes, but whoo boy, we got a doozy on our plate this week.
Hey, this week we're talking about the 1998 movie, The Avengers, not the one with superheroes. It's the one with spies.
The one with the British spies from the 60s that no one outside of the UK knows.
Yeah, it's a real bad one. It's a real bad movie. I did watch it very early this morning before we recorded this because I didn't have time yesterday, and I did find myself dozing off a little bit, and things that I thought were just dreams or fanciful notions in my mind were actually real in the film.
Yeah, and also I also watched it this morning, and I feel like I've already forgotten 90% of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of imagery that stands out, like robot bees and just
Sean Connery in a teddy bear costume.
Yeah. Eddie Izzard being cast in a movie and then getting no lines, which is why would you do this?
Except for one oh fuck that was clearly not him and clearly dubbed in later.
Yeah, did he have like laryngitis that day? Did they have laryngitis when they filmed this movie? Is it like a what was that, Val Kilmer in The Snowman kind of a situation?
Oh.
Maybe not that exact situation.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Eddie Izzard. I'm super glad. Thank you so much for casting me in your movie. Bit of bad news. Can't talk this week.
The whole time that we're filming this movie.
Sideburns all growed in, looking super good. Got heck of bad boy British mobster mascara on, but oh shoot, shucks, can't talk at all the whole time. We're gonna be filming this movie. Darn it.
No lines from me, Eddie Izzard.
Yeah, this movie was nonsense and very bad and had a lot of weird ideas about women and weather.
Did it have ideas?
Well,
this movie seemed like a fucking nothing to me. Like, the first idea I wrote down for this movie was, is it possible for a movie to be made entirely of cliches? Because that's how it felt. Like, every single line of dialogue, every story beat, everything felt like I've seen it in 50 other things before.
Yeah, and the dialogue, man, Jesus, never once felt like a real person was talking any of these words. No one ever changed their emotional state at all.
Yeah. It was all just that same, like, just dry. Like, I feel like every dialogue exchange in this movie was like, I say, what a spot of bother. Oh, spot of bother for you, maybe. Ha 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 ha. Swish, 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 clang, clang, clang.
Tee hee hee hee. Yes, I might have an evil duplicate version of myself. What top of the morning to you.
What a sticky wicket this is.
Yeah, actually, so my first idea here was there's this scene early on where Uma Thurman's character walks into a naked old British man room that women aren't allowed in.
Yeah.
And she's walking down a hallway and every single shot is of like an old British man's monocle falling into his tea.
Yeah.
So I have an idea here is like a Cronenbergian kind of body horror movie, but everyone reacting to like the hideous beasts or transformations that we see are just like old, uptight British folks being real shocked and bothered by it.
Well, I say. Back in my day, people didn't have arms growing out of their foreheads. What?
Oh, your legs have fused together and your tongue is turned into a hideous spider. I've never seen such a thing.
Rabble. I got an idea here. Ralph Fiennes spends the whole first scene of this movie just beating up everyone, he walks by for spy training.
Hot buzz. Yeah.
Because that's how they train spies, is you just beat up everyone you come across without hesitation.
Well, you do have to hesitate because he had to wait for them to start the fight. Because what if you beat up a nun? Turns out just a regular nun.
Yeah.
Then who's got egg on their face?
So yeah, how about a movie about a guy, he's been a secret agent for too long and now he's kind of out of the game, but he's just extra paranoid and thinks everyone around him is a secret agent, so he's constantly just beating the shit out of random folks.
Yeah, and then he goes to jail for assault.
Yeah.
I mean, does another spy have to bring him down? Like, is he the villain of our movie?
I think he's the protagonist. I think he's paranoid of everybody, but he does stumble into an actual evil plot through his paranoia.
Okay. So it's broken clock right twice a day kind of a situation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so they do send in like another spy to help, and the other spy is like, "Hello, old timer, I'm here to help you out." And he does just immediately flip them onto their backs and start punching them in the face.
Mm-hmm. But he's right.
No, he's wrong that time, but he is right overall.
Got it. So it's like kind of like a Mr. Magoo spy situation would be the tone. It's like,
yeah,
I don't know what anything is, but I know that I need to fight it. Was he maybe got like get smart style tech gadgets and stuff too? So he's constantly pulling one over on people, and they're trying to like hold him down and be like, "Don't hurt him. That's my grandma." And they're like, "We got him. It's fine." And then it's like, "Oops, nope. His shoe has got it shoots ninja stars out of it."
Yep.
Dang it. Get all the pens off of him. Some of them are for sure going to be poison.
One of them explodes. Brett got the explodey one. Oops.
Thought you had me. And he just scurries off down the road again.
Is our spy Waluigi?
Yeah, I mean, not exactly, but like if Waluigi was British and 100 years old and super confused.
Wah,
I say. Spada bother. I got an idea here. So Uma Thurman sneaks into Sean Connery's house, and it's
August
a big old
de Winter's house.
Yeah, boy howdy, the whole family loves weather. He's like a rogue meteorologist. His house is a big jungle that he just sort of pops out of and like does creepy shit to Uma Thurman.
Mm-hmm.
So I got an idea for a movie here. It's just called Uncle Creepy's Jungle Mansion.
Okay.
And I think, I don't know, maybe it's like a group of teens, like Scooby-Doo style, get caught in a haunted or they think it's a haunted mansion, but really there's just an old creepy guy who hides in the plants there and like tries to get them separated so he can pop out from behind a big flower and smell their hair.
And he never does anything like that bad. It is limited. Like he don't touch. It's just he wants to smell your hair.
Daryl, what is it? Calm down. I just woke up and I saw, what did you see? Was it spooky ghosts or a chupacabra? It's like, no, it was an old man. He was hiding partway in a fern and taking pictures of my feet with his cell phone.
Oh, God.
Ugh, that's fucking weird.
Why do we keep waking up with our shoes off?
Oh, man, there was a whole scene in this movie that was just Ralph Fiennes taking off and then putting on different boots onto Uma Thurman. It lasted a really long time.
And yet, weirdly, this wasn't a Tarantino joint.
Yeah, weirdly. I bet he loved it, though. I bet he's got a special VHS at home, just that scene from this movie on it. What else you got, James?
Oh, there's a scene in this movie where Sean Connery is talking to Uma Thurman about some flowers.
Mm-hmm.
and he's got big old magnifying glasses in front of all of his flowers, and so there's a whole scene where he's just talking to Uma Thurman and his head's real big.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna latch onto that one.
Yeah, so how about a giant head 007 movie?
Didn't we make that movie once?
Did we?
I'm almost certain. Oh no, we did it with Greek gods who had giant heads.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so it's the 007 game with the big head hack cheat coded into it. We game sharked our movie.
Yeah. But I think that is like the plot of the movie. I think it's a 007 adventure, and the main conflict is that the bad guy is making everybody's heads real big, and it's hard for them to walk around.
Yeah, they're having a lot of neck strain, a lot of slipped discs.
And Bond is like, headshots have never been easier. I can be way drunker for this mission.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't need to aim as well, because their heads are very big.
Oh, but also my head's also very, very big. Can't put suit jackets over it.
Oh no, I can't wear my special jetpack from Thunderball because the helmet doesn't fit anymore.
Remember Jaws from James Bond?
Yeah.
Do you think his teeth get bigger, or do you think they stay the same size?
No, they stay the same size, and it's real weird.
His head gets real big, but he's just got like a little smoochy kissy mouth because his teeth too small.
Oh, I think his mouth still gets big. I think just his teeth are teeny.
Yeah, but to hold him in, it's like somebody with dentures too small. You just gotta make a little kissy face, keeps teeth in.
Tries to bite you, they just keep falling out.
I got an idea here. Part of this movie is the weatherman has a secret. He's got a company that sells weather to people.
Yeah.
Ray Fiennes sort of like stumbles into his lair, and his security system is weather.
Yeah, huh?
So we got a movie here, sort of about class weather warfare. It's maybe like a post-apocalyptic, like dystopian future, like after climate change got real bad, and rich folks live in the suburbs in their nice houses and gated communities, and they control weather, and they got all the nice weather. And all the poor folks live out in the nasty heat and tornadoes and drought and rainstorms and stuff.
Which
you only get as good a weather as you can afford.
That's so super shitty, because that implies that like that would have to be a direct intentional thing, is like, no, we're gonna give the poor people shitty weather. Like, they're not living in the shitty weather because like they're poor and they can't buy where the nicer weather is. It's just the rich folks are intentionally giving the poor communities shitty weather.
I mean, I don't know that that's different than how things work now with regard to class divide. But also, I think that the weather in the world defaults to really shitty because it is like balls deep into climate change.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
we've got our chili nuts like all the way down that climate change gullet.
Yeah.
And so only the rich folks have the ability to purchase some decent weather for themselves. And then I think we have some, like, a revolution occurs. We're here to steal your sunshine.
All the rich folks are very like pale and sickly looking because they've never been exposed to the elements. They only have the nice weather. So the minute some snow happens, they all just start freezing to death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like getting off the car in Snowpiercer.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they don't have clothes anymore either, because it's like, hey, it's always balmy, 85 degrees sunshine. Don't need no pants.
Yep.
Not chilly nut to be seen here in Rich Man Town.
Yep. So the poor people are mostly armed with like scarves and other articles of clothing, and the rich people can't. They don't even know how to defend themselves against clothes weapons because they've never seen them before.
Yeah, it's been generations.
Yeah.
They're like
drape a scarf around their neck, and they're all like, "What is this? How do I get it off? Oh, it's so soft.
Release me from this slow flannel snake." What else do you have, James?
Oh, there's a man in this movie who's just stuck invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, they just like keep him at a desk job, which seems weird because that would make him the best spy.
Yeah, that's not a terrific use of resources there.
So I had an idea for a movie. It's a team of spies who all got fucked up by spy tech.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so one of them's invisible. Maybe one of them's like, oops, the jetpack fused to my back, so now I just have a permanent jetpack.
One of them's a car.
One of them's yep, one of them's a car now. Oops.
Oh,
A real
shoot.
gross car with flesh just stretched over the hood. Yep.
Push the wrong button in my super spy car. Now I am one.
One guy's just got guns for hands, so he can't do any of the delicate spy work anymore, but he does have guns for hands.
Great offensive warrior, not so good at, like, maybe being incognito at the casino.
Or hacking the computers or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them's, and sometimes James Bond wears a scuba suit.
Yeah,
So he's got one of those on.
It's just, his spy scuba suit fucked up, and now he actually breathes water.
Yeah, can't take the scuba suit off.
Yeah, they gave him an experimental pill that would let him just breathe underwater, but oops, it's permanent now, so he can only breathe underwater, so he has to wear a scuba suit if he goes on land.
Yeah, one of them reverse scuba suits.
So they're like, he's got to infiltrate the casino, and it is him just in a scuba suit on land, just like doing this through a casino.
Just blasting people with a harpoon gun.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's funny. Trying to read what this one says. Oh, yeah, there's a big scene in this movie where everybody's a teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Connery's a teddy bear and everyone else dressed as a teddy bear. I don't remember. Oh,
Why?
It's because it's a meeting where he's like, I know who all of you are, but you can't know who each other of you are. So in order to keep their identity secret from one another, he puts them in different colored big old teddy bear mascot costumes.
Who the fuck wrote this movie?
Nobody did.
I feel like this was another instance, like with the Billy Zane Phantom, where the script must have been written as a spoof, and then by the time it got to the actual making of it, everybody missed that part.
No, I think it was just procedurally generated.
Just a computer wrote this one.
Yeah, just somebody put like the vague concept of a spy movie and maybe 2 episodes of the Avengers TV show into it. So I had an idea for aliens are coming to Earth, and it's like Contact, where the alien in Contact reached into Jodie Foster's mind and used her memory of her father in order to take a form that was more pleasing to her. Mm-hmm. Except these aliens have nasty intentions, but they want to blend in, be secret on human Earth, like they live kind of, but they're not very good at it. So they see a lot of like kids and babies and their secret alien surveillance technology, and they're all friends with teddy bears and stuffed animals and stuff. And they're like, oh, these are who the humans love. These are the humans' companions. The best way to infiltrate human society is to take form of companions. So they turn their bodies into big old teddy bears and try and invade the Earth.
Ugh.
Yeah. And when you kill one of them, they got guts and stuff.
But it is mixed in with a bunch of stuffing.
Nope. Only the outside part is teddy bear. The inside's all nasty alien guts.
And it's only teddy bear from like far away. You get up close and you notice that like they're not very soft. It is still gross alien flesh kind of sinewed together.
Yeah. So the trick does not work very well.
Only works at a distance. Yeah.
Which is scary when you see things from a distance and you're like, oh, that looks like a nice teddy bear. I would love one of those. Like, wouldn't it fair? Oh, I'm going to throw a ring around it for you, my date. And then you get closer and it's like, oh no, something is wrong. But by then the teddy bear has,
thousands of teeth and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It eats you up.
Yep. His mouth does open and then his head just kind of rolls back until it is all teeth.
Invasion of the Teddy. No, I don't know. I got no title. Invasion of the Fuzzy Huggers.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right.
On that teddy bear kick, I would also not mind just a teddy bear spy movie.
Ooh. Okay, so it's like a Paddington who gets recruited onto a spy mission.
Yeah. Well, no, I think they're all teddy bears. I think it's a human spy organization that just has one team of teddy bear spies.
Okay. So are they like they're like Care Bears, but except on their stomachs instead of like rainbows and a picture of a sunshine or like a teardrop, they've got pictures of their different spy skills, and so one of them
Yeah.
has like heavy machine guns, and one of them's got like a picture of a
car
honey
because he
pot.
drives real good.
Yeah, one of them's a picture of the driver. One of them's got a picture of a scuba suit because that's the scuba spot.
Yeah.
One of them's got a picture of a computer on there because he's like the Simon Pegg-esque like hacker one.
Mm-hmm. And they're dispatched to stop a team of evil super genius kindergartners who are trying to turn the whole world into a playground.
That sounds pretty cool, actually. I'm on the side of the kindergartners.
No, but it's like Bowser Mario style where they're turning people into playground equipment.
Oh, no.
They're sick of the grown-ups always changing their diapers and feeding them gross mashed up carrots. So they're just going to turn them into fun slides and jungle gyms and what have you.
Put my shoes on? No, Mommy. How about you put on your swings now?
Because you're a swing.
Because you're fucking swings. I'm going to sit on you with my butt.
And I'm going to poop my diapers on you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And then you see a little red dot appear on his forehead, and then you cut to
Sniper
teddy bear
bear
with a target on his tummy, and then you see him pull the trigger.
Yeah.
So somebody talks about the patron saint of weather in this movie.
I missed that completely, but sure.
Because the day that the events were happening was on the day of the patron saint of, I don't know. Anyway, you hear about patron saints a lot. There's a lot of different patron saints of different things.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, what about a movie that's sort of like, what's that movie where it's kids, they're teens, but they're like, their parents are like Poseidon and shit?
Percy Jackson.
Yeah. And Percy Jackson and the what? It's Percy Jackson and the...
First one's Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
Oh, well, anyway. So yeah, I had an idea of something like that, but it's like they're recruiting a bunch of teens, and each teen is a reincarnation of a patron saint and has like either skills or power or control over whatever their patron saint is the patron saint of. It's like, hey, you're the reincarnation of
St. Patrick. You can talk to snakes.
Yeah, you're the reincarnation of Cuthbert. You're really good at herding sheep is your skill. Hey, you're the reincarnation of the patron saint of Columbanus, and you're super good with motorcycles because that's apparently the patron saint of motorcycles.
Why is there a patron? Okay.
And I think you get trained in whatever your patron saint is, and you're getting put together to maybe fight some kind of secret war. But what's another thing that's true about all saints, James?
They all die?
They all die in really horrific ways. So I think to unlock your teen saint powers, you gotta get killed.
You gotta get martyred.
Yeah, you gotta get martyred. So it's like, hey, guess what? You're gonna be the reincarnation of Dunstan, the patron saint of locksmiths. You're gonna be our really good lock picker, but first we gotta let some lions tear you apart real quick.
Hey, you're gonna be the patron saint of love, and you can make people fall in love. But first, we're gonna beat you to death with some rocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a bunch of rocks at you till you die.
Yep.
Oh man, your power is gonna be super good. You're gonna be the reincarnation of Hubertus, patron saint of hunters. You're gonna be so good you're gonna be like our ranger for our team. But yeah, first we're gonna have to cut your head off with a salad fork. It's gonna take a long time.
Really slow. Yeah.
Such a bummer, I know, but that's that was Hubertus. That's how he went out.
Yep.
And then they come back and they got powers, but they're deeply traumatized.
They're just a big old bungle of post-traumatic stress disorder, and it makes it way harder to do their job.
Yeah. What else you got?
I only had one other idea. This movie really stifled me. I had a hard time.
Yeah, it was slim pickings.
Yeah. Sean Connery's got like a bunch of evil animals on his side sometimes. He's got like a peacock with a camera in its tail. Human spies, animal bad guys.
You always with the animal ideas.
I like aminals.
Okay. So walk me through this world. The human spies, and it's like Goldfinger, except Goldfinger is a goldfinch or something.
Yeah, they find out that the antelope have secretly been planning the overthrow of humanity, and so spies got to go undercover into the antelope world and find out what's going on and stop them.
Okay, so they're just putting on. Now, how convincing are the animal costumes that they are wearing?
Not very. I think they get them from like a furry convention.
But the animals are deeply stupid because they are animals, so it totally works.
Yeah. Yep. No one even notices that this antelope is like his front two legs just kind of dangle off of him as he walks around.
So it's kind of like that old meme where it's like day 45, the sheep suspect nothing, and it's a dog in a bad costume.
Yeah. Yep.
But they're people and they're spies, and I think they're kind of dipshits too.
Yeah. This wasn't the most important mission, so they did not put their A-team on it.
No, they're like, we know the antelopes don't have opposable thumbs. They're not going to be really able to follow through on these plans, but they are still breaking the law. So we need you to bring them down. So they go into the big jungle meeting, and they're all wearing like hastily made mascot costumes. So you see a scene, I think of it's like it's two lions talking, and one of them's like, we found a deal with this crocodile. Told us he's got some connects. He can get us the guns that we need. And you cut to it's the lions, and there's just a guy in a really shoddy crocodile costume standing next to a car with the trunk open, and it's got all the guns in there, and they're like, "Let me see the money." And the lions, give him a big stack of like leaves with money signs drawn on them. They're like, "Here you go. This is all we could get together." And as soon as the money changes hands, the crocodile takes his head off and it's like, "Freeze, motherfucker! I'm the DEA." We even trapped you.
The DEA? Why would he be the DEA?
Freeze,
ATF?
motherfucker! I'm the
Is
ATF.
that what you were thinking of?
No, I think DEA is it. No, I think it is the DEA, and it's the government. It's the Department of
Exotic Animals.
Department of Evil Animals.
Oh, evil animals. Okay.
Yeah, we're here to defeat evil animals. We're the DEA. We're the defeaters of evil animals.
Ooh.
And I think that's the name of the movie.
And we do defeat them also. We take their feet.
Oh, God, no. No, we don't. That's horrifying and has terrible historical analogs.
It does?
Yeah, people used to cut the feet off runaway slaves.
Oh, yeah. No, not that. I was just thinking of like poachers who cut off animal feet, but yeah, that's worse.
Either way, it's a real bummer. I got one more idea here. James, like you, I had a hard time coming up with stuff for this movie because it's just nothing there.
It was just nothing. Yeah, it was just nothing.
So I got one. There's a twist in this movie where there's a lady who's there's a nice old lady, but it turns out she's also a spy.
Oh, yes, yeah. Is that a twist? I feel like they established that in the first scene.
I don't know, man. But I feel like I've seen that in other spy spoof stuff for other, funny spy movies where it's like, oh, here's a little old lady. Ha, she's got a gun. You wouldn't have
definitely
expected
happens
that.
in Hot Fuzz.
I kind of just want to see her story.
Okay.
I just want to see a spy movie that is a little old lady who is has a badass spy background. She's been doing this for years, and she's got all the tools and skills and connects that you need.
Has she been doing this for years, or is this like it's the twilight of her life and she's sick of just sitting around her house drinking tea? Hey, she used to be on the marksmanship team at Oxford. She's going to go try to be a spy.
No, I think it's maybe a little bit of both. You know that movie Red?
Yes.
I think she is maybe like a retired spy. Or not even retired. She's like this little old lady in this movie. She's still working, but she's only doing like undercover stuff and like there to help out the hot young boy spies.
Yeah.
And she maybe finds out that like one of them is actually a mole and they don't take her serious and they're very disrespectful to her. So she goes on a fucking mole hunt. She gets disavowed. The company doesn't want to hear about mole, but she's like, no, I'm here to protect England first. And I'm going to take down all of you motherfuckers until I find the one who's betrayed his country.
Mm-hmm. So it's like Is it License to Kill, the one where Timothy Dalton is like no longer officially Bond, but he's still out doing Bond stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's License to Kill, but it's a little old lady.
Yeah.
That sounds rad as shit. I like that a lot. License to what?
I think it's license to pills, and then in parentheses, remember to take them.
Parentheses what?
Remember to take them. I think it's licensed to expire, and then in parentheses, it's because too old. Licensed to drive a rascal scooter.
And she does. She is on a rascal the whole time.
Yeah, she's a real rascal also.
And her...
No, we have fun.
And her rascal car can drive into the water and become a sub-rascal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can drop like pins and oil slicks and stuff from behind it too.
Mm-hmm. And it does have a helicopter part that comes out also.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But it is still very slow in any mode.
Yeah, it's not fast. It's not a fast helicopter.
No.
And she just has to like hand drop bombs from it, but they're just little round black guys with a fuse on them.
Because she hasn't updated with the times.
No, but also like the new spies with all their super hype Q technological computer gizmos, guess what? Those break down. You know what doesn't break down? A bomb that's literally just a black circle with a dynamite fuse.
It's like the end of Pacific Rim when the monsters shoot out the EMP and like all the new robots break down, and then they're like, oh, but this one robot's analog, so it's fine.
Yeah, she's analog.
Yeah, she's all analog, baby.
And that's also her name.
Oh my god, her name is Analog.
Yup. She introduces herself and she's like, log.
Analog.
Analog, but it takes her a long time to get to that second part because she's hella old. James, I do not have any more ideas.
I don't either.
And I don't think anything we've said today is good.
I don't hate Analog. She seems like a spry old gal. I would not mind her movie.
Yeah, she seems pretty spry and cool. Also, we could just do Dad Trap.
That's true. We always have the option of fixing trailers.
Yeah.
We've never taken it. Maybe this movie was so bad that this is the time.
This might be the time to make our trailer into a feature-length film.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do Dad Trap. I like that.
Also known as Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bats. Now, is the musical Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bats just like a movie within a movie, or is this movie a musical?
I think it can be both. I think, like, you know that episode, the musical episode of Todd and the Book of Pure Evil?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a musical within that episode, but not all the songs they sing are relevant to that musical.
Oh, the musical sort of just creates an excuse for everyone to sing their hearts.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's like that. I think it's a musical about a musical.
Yeah, and the musical is like there's, I think it's the similar plot to this where there's two dads who have very different ideas about how to baseball. They're also both single, and maybe they get super into coaching this baseball thing because it's like all they really have going on.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really emotionally invested in it. And I think one of their kids is also in the music, or maybe both of their kids are also in the musical and like musical more than they like baseball and don't really want to do baseball, but they also really want their dads to be happy. So they're sort of begrudgingly playing baseball because it's clearly important to their fathers.
Yeah.
And like we said earlier, one of them is like kind of jockey. And the other one is a little soft glasses is nerd. And the two kids are, they hate each other at first because they're very different and they want to side with their dads in the dad v dad conflict. But then they realize, they see that spark. They see, how each of the dads has, they're a perfect foil for each other. And each of them has things that the other one doesn't have and could offer to each other.
Yeah.
And they're like, and maybe the musical is about love and that inspires them. And they're like, the real love that needs to happen is our two dads.
Yeah, maybe Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bats is about like it's about two very different men who come together and fall in love. And so they're like, "Oh, this is giving me some ideas. We got to do that to our dads."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they set a lot of elaborate baseball traps. Like they tell the dads that, like, hey, practice got moved to super late night tonight. Gotta be gotta be there at 10 o'clock p.m.
Yep.
And the dads show up and there's nobody there, but there is a little bistro table with 2 chairs and candlelit dinner right in the middle of the baseball field. These kids, they tricked us, but
the spaghetti does look delicious.
Yeah, there's a gorgeous piece of salmon on this table, and they've opened a 2014 bottle of Domaine Serene. Not gonna let this go to waste.
Guess we'll just have dinner.
I'm still mad at you, other dad, and I'm mad at our kids, but we are gonna enjoy this nice candlelit dinner begrudgingly together.
Yeah.
No one's gonna have romantic feelings about it, though. Oops, but now we accidentally got one piece of spaghetti in both our mouths.
Maybe Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bats isn't a school production. Maybe it's like a community theater production that the boys went out for.
Okay.
And like, halfway through rehearsals, the 2 male leads, they moved out to Hollywood because they got a better offer. They finally got their big break. So now the musical needs 2 leads. And the boys both talk their dads into doing it.
Hey, Dad, I played baseball for you. I don't even like baseball. What do you mean you don't like baseball? I did it because it was important to you and you're important to me. And this is important to me. And if I was important to you, you would star in this gay baseball musical.
Yeah.
And then, the climax of the movie, I think, is the big kiss between the 2 dads in their roles as the 2 dads. But then also the kiss is real. And everyone uproariously standing ovation.
Yeah, during rehearsals and stuff, the director is just constantly giving them notes on the kissing scene. Like, I didn't feel it. It didn't feel real. And then the big night happens and they kiss and it is real. And the director is like, that's the magic I was looking for.
And then their team loses the big game after that. And no one cares because they're so in love.
They actually had to forfeit the big game because the coaches and 2 of the players were all at the opening night of the musical. So they missed the game. Oops.
No, I prefer the idea that they do still have the big game after that, but everyone's relaxed about their ideas of winning being important and just having good sportsmanship and a nice time.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that's like, we know, there's no real stakes in the game. It doesn't matter to us anymore. We just like seeing them, like they're coaching so simpatico and they're so healthy in their relationship with the kids. And it's like, that's what's important. And they lose and they both handle it really well and everyone goes out for pizza. Yep.
And then the dads somehow do like a Lady and the Tramp with a piece of pizza.
Yeah, they do Lady and a Tramp with every food that they eat in this movie.
It's a stuffed crust pizza, so like one of the dads wants to go crust first, but the other one's a traditionalist and he eats pizza first and then they meet in the middle.
Yeah, maybe there's a scene earlier in the movie when they still hate each other where they take the kids out for pizza and the one dad sees the other dad eating his pizza crust first and he's repulsed by it. Yeah. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, no, dog, there's cheese in here. Like, it's a pizza. You can't, we live in a society built of rules and norms. You don't just eat a pizza backward.
What the fuck are you going to hold the pizza by once that crust is gone, idiot?
That's the pizza handle, you fool. Have you ever tried to pick up a GameCube without a handle? I thought not. Can't do it. But then later,
you absolutely can. GameCubes are pretty small. You can hold it from pretty much anywhere. Shut up! I will not hear such treasonous language.
Yeah, but then at the last pizza dinner, it's such a nice moment because he starts eating his pizza from the crust, and the other dad's like, "Oh well, only one thing I can do," and gets down on the other side of the pizza.
Mm-hmm. He kneels down to eat the pizza the right way, and then once they meet in the middle and smooch, the traditional dad is holding a wedding ring and he proposes.
Yeah, and everyone, all the other parents are there, and they're just like, "Hey guys, I know that we all saw the musical and we know you guys are in love, and it's super great, but this is maybe not an appropriate display to have in front of all of our." Oh, but he's proposing now. Oh,
okay. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Enjoy your moment.
And then the ring is hidden inside of a garlic knot. And he opens it up and gives it to him. And he's like, "Hey, I know you love garlic knots, but what do you think about maybe tying the knot
with me?
With me though, Like no, like we'll get
like
married.
getting married.
Yeah. Fuck, I fucked that up. I fucked it all up.
I'm so bad at improv. The other dad's like, it's okay. I took the improv classes. I'll teach you.
Yeah. Oh man. Imagine if we took improv classes, maybe this podcast would be good. Oh.
Self-taught, Phil. Self-taught.
Oh man. Yeah, so are we calling this thing Dad Trap or are we calling it Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bats?
I think we call it sliding into third.
No, we're not going to call it that. Stop saying that. It doesn't make any sense. The only level in which that makes sense is if it's like a sex euphemism.
Dad's balls.
No, I don't want to call it Dad's balls.
Strike zone.
Okay, now walk me through that one.
Because these dads, they strike out in love, but this time the love's going to come right into their strike zone.
You said strike twice in that.
Right across the plate.
Yeah, that's better.
Across the plate.
Across the plate is good because they eat so many dinners together also.
Yeah.
So across the plate is maybe it's got a little bit of a double meaning there. And it's in the baseball way, but it also talks about all the nice dinners that they have.
All the food that brings them together.
And maybe on the poster, like there's a big baseball plate and the one son and dad are on one side and one son and dad on the other side and they're like scowling at each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we're glaring at each other across the plate.
Yeah.
But then also we're going to slide across the plate into home.
Yeah. Yeah, across the plate.
Yeah, it's definitely called Across the Plate. So fucking stupid.
See, I knew I'd stumble onto a good baseball title eventually. I just had to say all the dumb ones first.
Sure. Just say every baseball term, and eventually one of them is going to be a good title.
Yeah.
James, can I tell you that the original title for this movie, according to IMDb, was Rounding Third?
See? I know things.
Yeah, they also realized that they needed to change that. So casting this Mamma Jammer, now we're going to keep Garret Dillahunt and John C. McGinley?
I'm not against it.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're pretty well cast.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're both cast well as dads.
Yeah, they're just a couple of dads, just a couple of just regular smooch dads. Yeah, I'm good go ahead and keep them.
Mm-hmm.
And then who else do we need to cast? We need our two powerful sons.
Mm-hmm. We need
two
our
powerful baseball sons.
Do we need a director for Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bats?
Yes, the theater director. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now how do we randomize for children actors? I could go to an IMDb list of kids movies.
I've got also the IMDb list of the top 60 up-and-coming child and teen actors.
Ooh, yeah. That sounds like a good one. All right. Let's roll some dice. So first, let's cast Good Baseball Child. Chucky Good Baseball Child.
Yep.
Ooh, number 60.
All the way down.
Levi Miller.
From Pan. Oof.
And Red Dog True Blue.
What?
Red Dog True Blue.
The fuck does that mean?
It's Red Dog : True Blue. Anyway, Levi looks like a real bad boy. Got a leather jacket on, long hair.
Yep.
You know, he's a bad baseball jock for sure.
Yeah, I think maybe his dad has some unresolved anger issues that have sort of been passed on to him that he gets out through sport.
Mm-hmm. But
and he and his dad both learn to deal with it through dance.
But also a beautiful voice of an angel too.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Nerdy bad baseball kid.
What do you got?
It's going to be Millie Bobby Brown.
Hell yeah! I think maybe her dad is the more like socially conscious one who's like, no, girls can play baseball too. My daughter will be on the baseball team, even though she's like, I'm not good at the baseball, Dad. I'm good.
I super don't want to. I'm already in like all these advanced placement classes and I'm trying to do a community theater musical. Like, I don't super have time for baseball. It's like, I'm proving a point. You're playing a baseball.
Yeah.
Prove a point. Prove a point. Make you fall in love.
It doesn't matter if you're bad. You just have to be on the team.
Okay, cool. So while we're on this list, you want to random up a couple of more kids, or you think we're good?
Yeah, a couple other teammates to help them with their scheme to get their dads to smooch.
Scheme mates, if you will.
Yeah.
Number 3. This one's Jacob Tremblay. The kid from Room.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And I think also he's the little brother in Book of Henry.
Guess what? He's also the little brother here.
Yep. Jacob Tremblay, the little brother extraordinaire.
Yep. Now you're a little baseball brother, Jacob Tremblay. One more kid. Maybe this kid. So let's have Jacob be the little brother of Millie Bobby Brown. And
Okay.
how about this next kid is the love interest for Jockey Baseball Son?
Okay.
Brighton Charbino, number 15.
Yeah, sure thing.
Terrific. Wonderful.
Yep.
Welcome to the picture, Brighton Charbino.
From Miracles from Heaven and Bitch.
Huh. Well, radically different titles of those two pieces of work.
Yeah.
Miracles from Heaven is so weirdly specific. Where else do miracles come from?
From your heart, Phil.
Oh, heart miracles. Got it.
Yeah.
Hey, heaven's where the heart is, you know. That's the tagline for this movie.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Across the plate. Heaven's where your heart is. Does that relate to baseball? Is heaven a baseball term? What?
Yeah,
What plate are they getting across? They're eating pizza? All right. Who we need the director of community theater production.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe also like a teacher at the school who's concerned about the kids in the baseball.
A principal who, this school, they're only good at one thing, and it's baseball, and it brings in the most revenue. So this principal, he's not for all these kids also doing a musical. They need to focus on baseball and bring money in.
What kind of revenue does a middle school get from baseball?
For this one, all of it.
All of it. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
We lost all of our federal funding after the science fair accident, so we need to raise money by selling tickets to baseball games.
Yeah, so everybody get real good at baseball now.
That sounds like maybe a prequel's in order.
Ooh.
Or maybe that could just be part of the plot of this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so movie 56. This is for principal. Movie is Red Sparrow. Our mean baseball enthusiast principal,
Jeremy Irons.
It's going to be Kieran Hines. That rules.
Yeah, that's very, very good.
It's pretty good.
He has a very mean face.
Yeah, just a nasty, mean Julius Caesar, but he's the principal of your school.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He is British, inexplicably.
Well, no, I think he was born and raised in Britain is the explanation for that. All right, last person we're going to cast for Across the Plate is director of the community musical Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bats. Not written by Andrew Lloyd Webber, by the way.
Oh, no. Well, it's
Probably,
Webber with 2 B's. It's a different guy just trying to capitalize on it.
And that's actually the name of this director who we're casting, and they did write the play.
His name's Andrew Lloyd Webber.
What, Andy Webber? Sorry, it's Andrew Lloyd Webber now.
Yeah. I changed just my middle name.
Yeah. What are we doing? All right, from the movie The Commuter.
Oh, please, Liam Neeson.
Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Yes, Liam Neeson.
Hell yeah! Listen, I've written this play.
You're all going to star in it. It's about baseball.
I know very little about baseball, so I'll be having you here to help me fill in the blanks.
But I've got a very specific set of skills, which are writing play.
Hey, does anyone know how the principal and our theater director are both Irish? Does anyone know why that happened?
We came over here together. We've since separated. We used to be the best of friends. We're going to move to small town America together and chase our independent individual dreams of education administration and community theater.
Yeah, and Liam Neeson and how do you say the other guy's name?
Kieran Hines.
Mm-hmm. They used to date. They used to be the jock and the theater boy that were together, but it didn't work out for them. So obviously they're all down on the two dads kissing because they're both like, it'll never work.
No, maybe they're, but maybe then when they see the big kiss and the big premiere of the play and everyone's at standing ovation and the room is filled with love, maybe they reignite their flame as well.
Yeah,
cut to them also
they're the
snoozing.
B plot. Yep,
because
yep.
And they're fighting the whole movie because he's like, you're taking my kids' baseball time away for your stupid musical. He's like, the kids don't care about baseball. They want to be in the theater.
They want to sing and dance.
Your sport is garbage. It's going to destroy their small, frail bodies and make them have reconstructive soldier surgery by the time they're 17.
Yep.
Well, I think we've done it, James.
I think we did a really good job.
I think we skipped all of our terrible Avengers ideas.
Yeah.
I think that was the wise and smart choice.
Yeah. I mean, the wise and smart choice would have been to not make that Avengers movie at all also. So I think it's good that we didn't even bother trying to fix it.
No, some toasters are too broke.
Sometimes the best way to fix something, throw it in the trash.
Yep. Too many forks in this one. Throw it in garbage.
Yep. Too many forks in this toaster.
Yeah. Keep
that old
them
adage
in there. Well, thank you, James.
Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you to Cusick for the use of your song, The Dragonfly. Or just, it's just Dragonfly.
It's just Dragonfly.
This is our theme song. Hey, if you like this podcast, sorry, that fucking made that sound more aggressive than I meant it to. Hey, maybe just tell people about it and like and subscribe on the iTunes. And if you subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher or Spotify even or what have you, you just get this podcast right into your podcast hole just without even any effort. You just open up your podcast hole and there we are saying hello. We're just waving from
I
the
love
bottom
my
of
podcast hole. Yeah.
We're like, hello, we're here already. Here's us talking about some fucking bullshit for an hour and 15 minutes. You can follow this podcast on Twitter if you like at Movie Improver. You can follow me on Twitter at Bill Stressman. You can follow James on Twitter at Doc Professor Man. Do not follow Liam Neeson on Twitter.
Or is he on Twitter? I don't even know. Are they? He seems like I'm gonna look up right now. If
he doesn't want you to look at him, James. He's gonna be so mad. He's a very private individual. He doesn't want you to look at his secret tweets, which I'm guessing are about movies that he's in. They're coming up.
Liam Neeson does not have a Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. It's private.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram, movie_improvy. Someday we'll be on Twitch, probably. I don't know.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Hey.
Yep.
It's Chinatown.
Yeah, I was watching Wheel of Fortune yesterday. And they were spinning it, and they had a bunch of gaps up there, and there was like an S. Started for the first word, and then like two L's and a G, and then down to the other word, it was the word of almost the equal length, and they'd already guessed X, and that wasn't in there, but there was like a H, and an N and a W, and another N, and I couldn't figure it out what it was. I don't know. I don't know if you have any suggestions for what the answer might have been. To fill it in.
Oh, hey, it's Selling Chinatown.
Oh, shoot, it was Selling Chinatown.
Yep.
Oh, man. Well, now I don't have to watch the rest of that episode of Wheel of Fortune that I TiVo'd and paused inexplicably.
Yeah, that's good. That's okay, because Pat Sajak's a dick anyway.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like a raging homophobe.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Well,
just go watch Drew Carey on The Price is Right. He's a nice man.
Yeah, I don't want to. This was all an elaborate bit to make you say Selling Chinatown. I don't actually watch any game shows.
Oh, well, go watch Price is Right. It's fun.
I'm gonna pass on that. But hey, that's selling Chinatown.
Yeah, it's all a part of selling Chinatown.
Goodbye, James.
Goodbye.
Oh my God.